No whammy. Big bucks, you got $5,000. Oh! One more whammy. Stop at a car! You did a deed! Stop at $4,000. Stop! Stop! Oh! Whammy. Dave's yet to get a whammy.
Today, these three players are after high stakes, but they'll have to avoid the whammy as they play the most exciting game of their lives. From Television City in Hollywood, it's time to press your luck. And now, here's your host, the star of Press Your Luck, Peter Tamarkin.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, thank you, Roddy. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Press Your Luck. We're going to have a lot of fun today, and the excitement is building because this is the 12th day of the big home player game. And yesterday, George Bow of Gloucester City, New Jersey, won $500. Pretty simple. So, all of you sitting those cards, you know, could be your lucky day because when a home player spin comes up in round 2, could be spinning it for you. So stay with us. Don't go away, and neither are these players going away because they're going to be looking for big bucks themselves on Press Your Luck. Starting with our first player, let's meet John Drucker. How are you, John?
Good, Peter. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. John, I understand you are a lifeguard?
That's right. I work in San Clemente, California.
And in the summer, you just get to stand there and look around all the beautiful ladies. It must be terrible.
That's a tough job.
Someone's got to do it, huh, John?
I think so.
I understand, John. We have great sympathy for you. Good luck to you today. Our second player is Steve McKenzie. How are you, Steve?
Very good, Peter.
And you're also in the water business of sorts, right?
Yes, I keep America's pools clean. I'm a pool serviceman.
All right, Steve. Good luck to you.
Okay, thank you, Peter.
Our third player is our champion, Jody Rents, with $17,544. Jody.
Can't be bad.
Bucks.
Hey. They're happy about it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to pay off some debts, buy a new car. That'll take care of most of it.
That'll take care of most of it, right? Well, you need
But
some more, then.
I do,
All right, good
desperately.
luck to you. Ready, players? We're going to play the game now. You give me some answers, you get some spins. A buzzing answer gets you 3 spins, a multiple choice answer, 1 spin. Are you ready? Here we go. During recent years, in what fraction of all marriages had both the bride and groom already been divorced at least once? John?
1/4.
Is the correct answer 1/4, 1/2, or 3/4? Steve?
I'm going to say 1/2.
1/2. What do you think, Jody?
1/2.
Well, both partners have been divorced at least once in 1/4 of all those marriages. John gets 3 spins. He was right. Number 2. One of television's favorite cops sucked lollipops as his trademark. What, John?
Telly Savalas.
What was this cop's name? Is the correct answer Telly Savalas, Barnaby Jones, or Mike Hammer? Steve?
Telly Savalas.
Telly Savalas. What do you think, Jody?
Telly Savalas.
Yeah, it's Kojak Telly Savalas. John goes to 6. Steve gets a spin, and Jody gets a spin. Number 3. To the nearest 100 people, how many passengers does a 747 carry? John?
200.
Is the correct answer 200, 400, or 500? Steve?
I'm going to say 400.
400. What do you think, Jody?
500.
A 747 carries closer to 500 people. That means Jody goes to 2. Absolutely the case. Last question. What is the name of the first book in the Old Testament? John?
Genesis.
Is the correct answer Genesis, Exodus, or Deuteronomy? Steve?
It's Genesis.
Genesis. What do you think, Jody?
It's Genesis.
The first book of the Old Testament is the Genesis. John goes to 9, Steve to 2, Jody to 3. That's the last question. The players are going you know where? To the big board for big bucks. So stay with us and you stay around too. And that's fun. All right, so first shot at the big board, over $13,000 got in cash and prizes and goodies and some baddies. Stay away from the whammy. You don't want any part of him, and it takes away all your money. Player who ends this round with the most money gets to play last in the final round. That's exactly where you want to be. Remember, you can pass your remaining spins anytime during your turn. If you have a fear of the whammy, 4 whammies put you out of the game, so your fear is well-founded. Fewest spins goes first. Steve, 2 of them. Here we go.
Here we go. We want big bucks now. Big bucks. Big bucks. 1, 2, 3, stop.
Stop at $300. 1 spin left, you're in first place. Press your luck to pass.
I'm going to press my luck, Peter. Okay, we want big bucks here. $1,500. $1,500. Stop.
Stop at a clock, Steve. Valued at $425. That's 7 1/4. First place for now. Let's see what Jody can do with 3 spins.
Okay, let's see the big bucks. Come on, 1,500 and stop.
Stop at $500. Second place, 2 spins. Press your luck or pass.
Oh, I'm gonna press my luck. Okay, let's see big bucks. Come on, big bucks and stop.
Stop at 500 more. That's 1,000. First place by $275. 1 spin left, Jody.
Okay, I'll go. Here we go. Let's see big bucks this time and stop.
Stop at a whammy. Took you 1,000 and flew off, Jody. Left you with no spins and no dollars. The game is far from over. Let's go to John with 9 big spins.
Okay, let's go. This one's for the Schmengi brothers in Goleta, California. Stop.
Stop at $1,500. First place, 8 spins. Press your luck or pass.
Okay, let's do this one for the folks in Iowa. Stop.
Stop at $550. $2,050. 7 spins,
Go
John.
again. For all those relatives I've never seen in Georgia. Stop.
Stop at $650. $2,700. They're going to sit up and take notice of you now, John. 6 spins.
Okay, we'll go one more time here. And stop.
Stop at $400. $3,100. 5 spins. Press your luck or pass.
I'm going to pass him.
You're going to pass him to Steve. Play with the next highest amount of money. They're yours, Steve. 5, 7 1/4. A lot of catching up to do. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Vying for
Big
first
bucks.
place
This is
here.
for Mom and Pa. Here we go. Big bucks. Stop.
Stop at a whammy. John felt it coming on.
Oh, do you know me?
Unfortunately, I think Steve does know him. 4 spins, 1 whammy, no dollars. Steve, you want to start again?
Yeah, we're gonna go again, Peter.
All right.
This time for big bucks, no whammies. Big bucks, big bucks. 1, 2, 3, stop.
Stop at 500 on the spin. Still have your 4 spins, 500, 2,600 shy of John.
Okay, we'll go again, Peter. Here, big bucks, 1, 2, 3, stop.
Stop at a whammy. Steve, no dollars. 3 spins, most importantly, 2 whammies. You want to be careful about picking up a 3rd whammy in round 1. What's your pleasure?
I'm going to pass.
Pass them. 3 to you, John. You get him back. You did some damage to Steve. Let's see what he does to you.
Trying to start with mine again. And stop.
Stop at 300 more. That's 3,400. 2 spins. Here we go again.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I want that flatware. And stop.
Stop at a car stereo. That'll do. That stereo's worth $440, John. You're up to $3,840. One more
Hey,
spin.
last
Avoid the whammy.
spin.
You'll have first place. Here we
That
go.
spin. Let's get that flatware. And stop.
Stop at $450. Jody 0, Steve 0, and John with $42.90. You have first place and a lot of bucks, so you'll play last. We'll be right back after this with a whole new round. Come on back. What male Hollywood superstar once starred as a cop in a TV series called Dan August? John.
Burt Reynolds.
Is the correct answer Burt Reynolds, Clint Eastwood, or Sylvester Stallone? Steve?
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds. What do you think, Jody?
Burt Reynolds.
All right, it is Burt Reynolds. He was Dan August indeed. John goes to 3, Steve 1, Jody 1. Number 2. If you haven't been to the Hawaiian Islands, your neighbor probably has. So on which island will you find Diamond Head, Waikiki, and the capital... Steve.
Honolulu.
And the capital city of Honolulu? Is the correct answer Honolulu, Oahu, or Kauai? John?
I'll say Oahu, Peter.
Oahu. What do you think, Jody?
Oahu.
Oahu. Those places are all on the Hawaiian island of Oahu. Yeah. John goes to 4, and Jody to 2. Jumped in a little early, Steve, and you got stung. Yeah. But we got more questions. Here we go. Who presides over the children's television show that begins with the song, It's a Beautiful Day in Your Neighborhood? Jody?
Mr. Rogers.
Is the correct answer Mr. Rogers, Big Bird, or Captain Kangaroo? John?
It's Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. Steve?
Mr. Rogers.
Audience, who is it? Exactly, and it's a beautiful day in your neighborhood. John goes to 5, Steve to 2, and Jody to 5. All right, well done. Last question. Musically speaking, what instrument is known as a licorice stick? No musicians here. I'll give it to you in multiple choice class. If you're right, you'll pick up a spin. Musically speaking, what instrument is known as a licorice stick? Is it a cornet, a clarinet, or a trumpet? John?
I'll say a clarinet.
Clarinet. What do you say, Steve?
Clarinet.
All right. And what do you say, Jody?
Clarinet.
You're all right. That's a licorice stick. Clarinet. John goes to 6, Steve to 3, and Jody to 6. And that was the last question for our players. They're going to the big board. The rest of the money ways in the big whammy. So come on back.